Welcome back to Farmer Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man. We're back on Eastbridge Hills, and let's do some farming. This one needs liming. I don't know what else it needs, but let's take a look at what we're doing. I think we just finished a harvest on this field of what looks to be, what is it? Sunflower seeds? So let's get these guys started. Just dropped that header down flat, didn't I? All right, let's fold it up. We've got a truck around here someplace. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's back on the farm. Let's get this guy's put out, get him started. Hold up that header. Alright, let's go see if we can find our truck. Here it is. We got cotton to pick up and sell. Got sunflowers to pick up. We've got a lot of seeding and stuff to do. One field that we have needs to be limed. It's always windy here. I don't know if I've got the wind sound turned up too high or not. I'm not quite sure how that's regulated in the game. I don't know if it's actually part of the game, or if you win, or if you make a map, you put in more wind sounds. I don't know. Same way with the bird sounds. You know, the bird sounds get awful loud sometimes. And I don't know if you can adjust that when you put a map together. If you add wind sounds, or if they're, you know, already built into the game. Those sounds, they're just ambiance. So maybe they're in the game all the time. You can't do anything about them. I don't know. It's probably tied to the weather. We have animals now, so I need to check, see how they're doing. If their needs are being met, if you will. Let's see, which one did we get? That one there? Yeah. I don't know if we emptied it or not. I think so. This one had 99% in it. I don't know if that means it got it all or not. Let's find out. I don't think this one's as full. Let's see what it's got in it. It's tax time. It's only 70%. It's tax time in the United States. I always put off my taxes till the last minute because I always have to pay. I would rather be that way. Sometimes I have to pay a little bit more than I'd like. But I'd rather pay than... Yeah, we got it all. I'd rather pay than get a refund. Because if I get a refund, that means that the government's using my money longer than I care for them to use it. I don't mind giving my share to the government. I don't mind paying taxes. That's, you know, that's the right thing to do, so that the government has money to do what the government needs to do. I wish we had more say in how it was spent than we do. But I don't mind paying my fair share. I sometimes wonder if my fair share is a little bit higher than somebody else's, but you know, that's always going to be an issue, I guess, or a discussion. Anyway, I don't mind doing it. It's just, well, I don't mind paying it. I just hate doing them. I don't know why they have to be so complicated. And, you know, the thing of it is there's too many lobbyists now, you know, with accountants and tax-preparing businesses. They lobby the government. And so the government doesn't necessarily, the politicians, I shouldn't say the government, it's these lousy politicians that, you know, take money to keep things the way they are. It would be much easier to have a simpler tax situation. But it's so difficult. There's so many tax laws that you almost can't do your own taxes. They're too complicated. I still do. But then I've had quite a bit of accounting in my life. And it's easier with software, of course. But I don't like doing them. I don't like doing them at all. It's stressful. That time of year is so stressful. And they put such a fear in God into you that if you do something wrong, you're going to go to jail, or they're going to come and take your house away, or you know, you got to be careful for tax fraud. And it's safe to say a lot of people don't commit tax fraud on purpose. It's just so complicated sometimes you don't know whether you're doing the right thing or not when you do your taxes. Software, again, like I said, makes it a little easier because they check and say, oh, wait a minute, you forgot to, you know, cross your T or dot your I, or you said earlier that you had this. And if that's the case, you need to do that. And you didn't. So, you know, it makes it a little easier. That being said, it doesn't make it any less stressful for some people, especially me. I'm paranoid. It's kind of tough. I love my country. But the way things are today, I'm almost half afraid of it. And I wasn't that way in my youth. Anyway, enough of that. That's just, I got it done anyway. I got it done. It's all done. I sent my money away to the government to pay my taxes because I never pay them enough. They always want more. Let's see what this field needs on it here. Well, we were going to see what it needed on it. This one needs lime. We'll get on that. Let's get these combines put away here. I'm all shook up talking about taxes. I hate taxes. God dang it, I keep hitting the wrong button. I'll tell you why. I went on a Red Dead. I got onto a Red Dead Redemption kick, and I spent the last couple days doing nothing but. I was up till 1 o'clock last night, and I finally finished the game. I finished the quest line, the storyline, after playing almost all day yesterday. Well, to ride my horse is the X key. To drive my combine is the trigger key. So I keep hitting the X key. If you notice, I've dropped the headers a couple of times now already because I'm trying to make the combine go like the horse, you know. It ain't working. I tell you what, though, I finished that game. I don't know how many of you are watching it, but I've been putting them up. I'm going to start putting them up a little bit sooner. It's almost been like once a week. I started out putting them up because I had sat down and I'd recorded quite a few of them in a row. And I was putting them out about every other day for the first couple of weeks that I started that series. And then I got to the point where I didn't have any more in the can. And I started only putting about one a week up. But I'm going to start recording more of them and start, feeding a little bit more because I want to get that series over. And I have to say that is the coolest game. It is so much fun to play, and the storyline. If you like that kind of game, if you like a game that plays like a movie, then that's one of the best I've ever played. Red Dead Redemption 1 was really good. This is just more better. It's a lot more better. I know that's bad grammar. To compare it, at the length of it, if you play just the main storyline, if that's all you play is the main storyline, there's over 60 hours of gameplay. That doesn't include any side quests or anything. That's just the main storyline. Now, I did play I am playing several side quests that come up, but not to any extent am I. If you watch those, you'll see that there are people as you drive by yelling for help, or gunshots going off, or all kinds of stuff that's going on that I just ignore because they lead me into a side quest. Some of the side quests make sense if they're side quests that involve your fellow group, people that you're with. But a lot of them don't. A lot of them are just completely strangers. So I haven't been doing those, but it's 60 hours. Now, to compare that, you've got Grand Theft Auto 5, which is 30 hours, the main storyline. It's only 30 hours compared to 60. And the map of Red Dead Redemption 2 is over twice the size. Comparing it to the Witcher series, or the Witcher 3, the Witcher 3 is about 50 hours of gameplay just with the main quest line. So there's a comparison for you. It's just a huge game, and it's so well done, and the story is so good. You just fall in love with the characters. They become people to you. I mean, live people, real people. They have such a thorough background and story, and especially the main character who you actually become, because you're playing that character, and he becomes what you want him to become. It's just very emotional. You get so attached to them. Anyway, it's a very, very good game. It's kind of sad that it's over, that it's done, but it's not really. It opens up the world now. I can still do things in the world with it. Let me see. How do you turn this thing on? There we go. There's one. Got to do these two at a time. It's all a little fitness. By the way, talking about mods, I did purchase the DLC. I don't know if I'm going to use any of it. I might use some of the silage stuff. I'm pretty sure most of you people probably know more about it than I do. I don't read much about it, but I know there's some silage stuff you can do. All right, now let's see. Do I remember where to sell this stuff? I think it's to the east, if I remember right. We'll drive that way. I think that's where it's at. You could look, I guess. Animal dealer, transport, spinnery. There it is, down by 18. I had to admit that there's a couple of times in the game that I had to stop playing. I was just in tears. It's so emotional. Now I tend to get into my characters, as anybody that's watched a lot of my RPG playing and gameplay, and I really get into the characters. I become attached to them. So it was emotional for me, the game. It's just so well done. It's so well done. The storyline is just so well done. It's so easy to get wrapped up in the characters in their lives that when something happens in their lives, you take it personal. It was the same way with The Witcher. I got into The Witcher like that. For those of you that have played The Witcher or like The Witcher, I do have a series that I've recorded already. I just didn't want to put it up at the same time as Red Dead Redemption. They're too similar. I had mixed feelings about putting the cowboy game that I'm playing now, Outlaws of the Old West. I had very mixed feelings putting it up at the same time as I have Red Dead Redemption, but the thing is that it's a new game, and I wanted to play it, and I wanted you to see it in case it was something you guys wanted to play. There we go, 135,000. Good price, good price. So I'm looking at that Outlaws of the Old West. I can't go that way. There's quite the cliff there to fall off of. I've been playing that Outlaws of the Old West too, and it's a game that would live stream pretty dang easy. Is this the way I went? Well, I'll go this way. And not only live stream, but if it might be kind of fun to get a server and have maybe a patron server and patrons come in and play. Is this Whistling Pete or is this Whistling Pete repeat? I can't keep them apart now. Alright, looks like the canola's coming up. I need to check on those to see about which ones. There's some weeds in that field, but it looked like just a corner. I think they're okay, but I should check before they ripen all the way. And while I'm doing this, I should have the other guy going. Let me get this guy picked up. These two right here, and then I can start the limer. This field needs liming before it can be reseeded. Let's see, if I pick these two on the field up and then knock that one off the field a little bit, I can get the limer guy going, and I won't have to worry about coming and picking up that last piece of cotton right away. He's a cotton picking now, or cotton picker. So the new DLC, like I said, you guys probably know more about it than I do. I didn't do any kind of reading on it. Come on. Straighten up, fly right. There we go. So I don't know how much I'm going to use. I might use the silage maker on it, but I don't know about... I'd have to plant poplars. Then I'd have to harvest them and bale them, and then what do you do with the bales? And this is a modded game right here, so I don't even know if there's a place to sell the bales. All right, let's find the whatcha-dinger. Where's the one that's got that? There it is. Is that it right there? Yeah. The big bud. Big bud. Big bad bud. All right, we need to fill this thing up. I'm going to drive through some of the fields and see what they need. Let's see what this one needs. I don't want to miss like second fertilizing and weeding and then not get the yield. So this one's good to go. This one's got no problems. Let's check on the canola while we're heading that way. Yeah, I'm taking a look at my YouTube page and thinking YouTube is changing. I've been watching some videos of some of the big guys. I mean, I'm talking guys that have millions of subscribers. Okay, this one, 0 weeds, fertilized. This one's good to go. And a lot of these guys that used to do what I do, which is make walkthroughs or let's plays, they used to call them. In the beginning, they called them a game walkthrough, where they played a game and you just played along with them. Well, that's all I've ever usually done. This one has no fertilizer, no weeds, but that's okay. It just doesn't need to be limed, though, does it? No, it doesn't say it needs to be limed. I thought this was one I was looking at that did need to be limed. Hang on, I'm going to take another look. Anyway, some of these guys that started off playing games, and they do what they call a let's play. Even the Minecrafters have moved on, a lot of them. Some of them are struggling. Even the ones that started out doing what I'm doing, and then they've got hundreds of thousands or millions of subscribers. People aren't actually caring about watching Let's Plays anymore. Okay, this one needs fertilizing and weeding, so this one we can start working on. So a lot of people are moving on to other things in YouTube. They're doing face cams where they talk about today's news, or if they're into gaming, they do face cams where they just discuss games in the news and why you should play this one and why you shouldn't play that one, and that kind of stuff. This one needs liming. Or they're doing tutorials of mods, that kind of stuff, and they're not actually playing the game much anymore. And people like me, that's all I've ever done is just play the games, do gameplays and walkthroughs, if you will, and let's plays. I'm having a hard time getting new subscribers and holding the subscribers I've got. I only had one goal. I've said it, and a lot of people think I'm joking, but when I first started, I wasn't joking. I was pretty serious that the only thing I really wanted to do was to get 5,000 subscribers, and I would be happy. I never was in it for the money. So, 500,000 didn't ever enter my mind about getting. If it did, I'd be playing different kinds of games, and I wouldn't put games out that nobody's watching, which I do now. But it makes you kind of wonder, how long this thing's going to keep going, this YouTube thing. And then now they've got that deal in England with the European Union and some of the laws that they're passing about censorship and things like that. What's that going to do to the internet? And a lot of people are saying, excuse me, a lot of people are saying, that, that's going to hurt the YouTubers. Well, in the long run, yes, but that's not the short run. The short run is they're going after not the YouTubers. They're going after YouTube itself, and they're going after Facebook and Instagram wherever else you can put a video up. That's who they're going after, because if there's problems with bullying or you know, copyright issues, that's what they're going for, or censorship, all that stuff, they're going after YouTube. So, and then YouTube is going to have to say, well, look, we're gonna stop it before it ever gets on, because that's what they're saying. They're saying, look, YouTube, there's people putting stuff up we don't like, and so we're going to fine you, or we're going to attach jail time. Who knows? I think Australia's got some jail time going on some things that are up on the internet. But what they're saying is, like YouTube, if I put something up that's got copyright on it, YouTube comes back on, and after a day or two, once they find it, they tell you, hey, you've got something that's got copyright on it, and this is what you'll have to do. They don't take it down. In other words, they don't stop it. They just tell you there's copyright on it, and you're going to have to do this or this or this. And one of the things is maybe you need to take it down, you know, or do whatever it is you got to do on the copyright issue. Well, these things that they're passing are saying that's not good enough. We don't want it up there to begin with if there's a problem. They need to stop it before it ever gets up on YouTube. So YouTube's going to have to crack down. They're going to have better algorithms than they have now. What am I going to do on this one? But then again, if YouTube cracks down on it, that's going to hurt the YouTubers, the people that are putting the content up. So let's see here. Let's look at this. I've got some wheat, some barley, not a lot. I don't have any oats. I need to do oats, but I think I do have oats on some fields. So let's see what we got here. Wheat and barley and stuff like that there. Okay, so I can't see this stuff here. Canola is kind of greenish. That's canola. 5 was cotton, but it's not anymore. What do we got up here? 2 is I'm looking to see if I have any oats. Supposedly 8, but 8 isn't. 8 doesn't have it. All right, we're going to put 8 into oats. Let's just do wheat on 9, because we don't have a lot of wheat. So yeah, let's go ahead and do wheat. Let me get this thing on wheat. Sugar cane, there's oats, cotton, wheat. Oh, I had it on wheat, doggone it. There we go. Okay, so let's see here. This is field 9. Let me see if I got a course for field 9. Seed right there. And which way does it start? It starts going that way. So I got it lined up going the wrong dang way. Wouldn't you know? That's, I just yapping too damn much is a problem. All right, there it goes. So anyway, yeah. So I don't know. I initially started off saying I was going to try to get 5,000 subscribers, and I'd be happy and I could retire from YouTube. but I don't know if I'm ever going to make it. I'm working on 4,400 right now, so I've got about 600 to go, and I laugh about retiring. Okay, that's not the one I want. I want it to fertilize first. But I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's if people don't want to watch Let's Plays anymore, then I'm going to either have to go and do what everybody else is doing, and that's just nothing but tutorials, or you know, hey, we're going to look at a new game today and review it, and then not play it, just go on, review another game the next day. Weird. I don't know what to do. I guess the thing is, if I was doing this for a living, I'd have to stop. It's just not worth it. There we go. Is this the one I'm talking about? It needs liming. This one's not it. It's the wrong field. Oh, shoot. This isn't the one I wanted to do. This one needs lime. Doesn't need fertilizer. It's that one over there needs fertilizer. Okay, let's get rid of that. Too busy talking. Fert and Herb. It sounds like a 60s song. Peaches and cream, Fert and Herb. There used to be a couple, Peaches and Herb. They used to sing back in the day. Alright, here we go. Now let's go get that lime guy. That's the one I needed to be doing up here. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but let's just see if we can just hire a worker. Well, they don't want to do it. Nobody wants to do it. I don't know why. Try again. No! It doesn't want, they don't want a lime for some reason. Well, hey, I might have to just do it myself. Couldn't even get Scorpion to do it. Yeah, I have to say, even myself, I don't watch a lot of people that do Let's Plays anymore. I don't know. Since I don't have access to that land. Alright, keep going. Don't get stuck on this hill. The spread's a pretty good chunk here, so it shouldn't take very long to do this. Go, big bud, go. Need scarecrows in this game. I honestly thought when I first saw 2019 come out, when I first saw that it had crows on it in the fields and stuff like that, I had two thoughts. One, okay, they're going to let us have a dog because there's a dog house. Well, what's the dog do? The dog should go out in the field and scare the birds off. That's what I thought. And if not, then, oh, they're going to have scarecrows. We can put scarecrows down, and that's going to scare the birds off. Supposedly, these birds are landing in the fields to eat the grain. Wouldn't that be? They're not landing down to eat the dirt. And so I thought they were going to have a way, you know, we could put down a scarecrow, and it would scare the birds away and protect the crops. And or the dog. You know, the dog would run through the fields and scare the birds away, barking and doing whatever dogs do. Didn't happen, though. Okay, so that one's there. That's oats over here, I think. Pretty sure. Okay, well, he's doing his job. Let's see what else we got. Uh-oh, trouble. Well, he's done. This thing needs weeding too, doesn't it? We could set a courseplay route that did nothing but drive to the fields and scare the crows away. That'd be funny. Cost a lot of fuel, though, wouldn't it? Well, let's go see if there's anything else I need to be doing with these guys. Got that. I've got 3 bales of cotton to sell. I could get on that. Wow. Wiping those weeds right out. You gotta love that weed guy. It's just instantaneous, you know. I wish that would happen in real life. Wouldn't that be cool? It just spray something and the weeds would just be gone. Just invisible. That'd be cool. One more bale to pick up after these 2. Not that far away. We can drive it there. Lickety split. Let's see. I can cut cross country here. Look at them birds. You know they're eating all the seeds. What they're there for? This is a repeat in it. Go repeat. 110. Well, we we ruined the market, didn't we? 110. It was 139 before. Something like that. This is going to be dangerous. You know it is. I don't know what's on the other side of that hill. I really don't. We're going to be surprised. Oh, I picked the right spot anyway. What's this guy need? Is this guy done? This field? Yep. This field is good. Doesn't need fertilizer. It's already been weeded. We're up to snuff. I think I already checked the canola field, didn't I? Alright, looks like the weeder's done over there. Whoop! I went the wrong way. Go the other way. Okay, he's ready. So let's look at this field. Lime. Let's go check on the lime guy. Get him up here. I'm gonna top him off before I go over there because we're close enough to the silo here. Let's get this topped off before we go over there. I don't know if this will do the whole field or not. Not that big a field, but we're close. Let's just do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Okay. How come I'm not getting lime? I can't get lime from this side? Come on. Of course I can. I know I can. I must not have been close enough or something. Didn't hold my head right. Something was off there. Okay, so let me jump off of that. And just take a quick run on these other fields. Okay, this one needs to be... Oh, wow. I haven't seeded that one. Okay, this one is... This one needs fertilizer and weeding also. And then this one... This one needs the same. So these two fields need working. But that's a chore for another day. I'm going to end the episode here. Hope you had fun. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't. Hopefully, I'll see you back again in the next episode. In the meantime, have fun on your farm. Happy farming.